So as an Enneagram 4 ISTP, I've had a lot of identity crises in my life, having to do with kind of like the battle between TI and FI. Like, who do I want to be? Do I want to be this caring, compassionate person? Do I want to just be like TISE? You know, there's so many things that you can choose to be in your life. And I've also had to learn how to trust myself, trust my intuition. You know, when you get that flash of insight, to trust that and don't question, like, go back and, oh wait, is that right or wrong? I mean, just trust it. Just trust it. And I'm finding that the more I trust in myself, my thoughts, my feelings, my intuition, the experience I'm having, I trust in that, and I trust in my own wisdom, my own capability to figure things out, my own capability to land on my feet. That is very empowering, because all those people out there, they're all going to have their opinions. And you know what? Like, they do not have all the information that I have about me and my experience and what's going on with me. So, like, honestly, like, it's not valid. This is valid. Everything going on with me, for me, is valid. And if we all make ourselves our own center of wisdom, our own center of, like, the one to go to, you know, like, we can't really go wrong, because even if we make a mistake, we learn from the mistake and then we keep moving forward. Everything in life is lessons. It doesn't matter what it is, what moment it is, what you're going through. We don't need to judge it. It's not good or bad. It just is. And we gather information from that, and we take that information and we keep going. And also with the identity, you know, there's no, I mean, I suppose the destination is enlightenment, but, like, also let go of outcomes. Just let be what is. Right in this moment, I am who I am. I am what I am. I believe what I believe. I feel what I feel. I've experienced what I've experienced, and I have visions of what I'd like my future to be. But the most important thing isn't the outcome. The most important thing is the journey. And right now is the journey. All we have is right now. All we have is right now. 10 years from now, the now will be now. And with every moment that goes by, with every lesson we learn, our perception of the past can change. So for me, it's very freeing to just let whatever comes, come. Let whatever happens, happen. What makes me happy? What makes me feel excited? Go do that. Go do it. You can't really go wrong, because you're always going to be okay no matter what. What's going to happen happens. The universe looks out for you. Trust in the universe, trust in yourself, and have a positive, self-fulfilling prophecy, because what you imagine can happen, can happen. What you believe is true for you. So if you have this belief that's negative and you're feeling negative feelings about it. Like, you have the power to change that. All of us have the ability to empower ourselves and be like, envision your best self. Envision that person. You can be that person, and you can be that person right now. It's a choice. Like, if you feel depressed or lost or frustrated, angry, confused, you have the power to let all of that go. And you can do that right now in this moment. It's a choice. So take that choice, and you can... Sorry, a lady was staring at me. I know, I'm super interesting, okay? Keep it moving, lady, keep it moving. Just kidding. Anyway, yeah, we basically all have the power, and the power is all within us. It literally is. So if you have a belief that is limiting you, just decide to let it go. If it's a negative belief, turn it into a positive belief. That's really all it takes. And I'm finding with all these changes I'm making here and here, choosing positivity, choosing love, choosing to be compassionate with myself, because it all starts with the self. It all starts with the self, and then it radiates outward. I'm finding with truly feeling grateful, like gratitude, because we can have gratitude for everything. Oh, that person yelled at me and they're being really rude to me. What is this trying to teach me? Patience. It's trying to teach me patience. I'm finding that when I feel angry, it's not like level 10 anger. It's more like level 1 anger. It's like even 5 years ago, 2 years ago, I would feel like these dramatic, intense emotions, and it was so hard to like deal with it, hold it. And now it's just like, it's like I'm in my virtue of equanimity. I really feel balanced. And I'm learning to balance. It's like I'm balancing all my functions, all 8 of my functions. And what I'm really working on now is thinking a little less and trusting the intuition a little more. Because, you know, as a 4, I have this natural ability to kind of like read the language of energy. And I think we all have this ability. We all do. It's just some people aren't really tapped into it. And with FE inferior, it's like, it's very, very, very sensitive. So, but 4s definitely are tapped into that a lot of the time, a lot of us. And with the Enneagram, we all can learn how to have each one of those virtues for ourselves. But as a 4, my lens is the 4 lens and the ISTP lens. Like, I'm not going to perceive the world the way an ESFJ does, or the way a 2 or an 8 does. I'm not. I'm going to perceive it with the lens of the ISTP, with the lens of the 4. And I don't need to label myself as anything good or bad. I just am. We all just are. This moment is this moment. and we can live, when people say live to the fullest, like, to me that just means live in each moment with your highest consciousness. Like, there's always going to be a reason for whatever emotions we're having. That's just giving us information about what's going on. And we can learn to be in a chaotic environment and not let it really affect us too much. At least for a short amount of time. But I still kind of think, like, I really see myself really loving, like, the forest and being alone or with those few people who actually understand me. And it's okay that other people don't understand me. It's okay that other people don't see the world the way I see it or have the same visions I have. A lot of times when you have the visions of, like, how the world works and how, like, humanity works and all this stuff, people think you're nuts, nutballs. Like, they think you're crazy. Like, whenever, even as a kid, like, I would share certain things and people would be like, and it's like, okay, whatever. Like, but we don't have to, like, judge each other negatively for it. And that's something I'm really learning, is to just let people be who they are. And it doesn't mean I want to associate with them. It doesn't mean I want to have conversations with them. But I can still let them be who they are and let them believe what they believe and do what they do. And I can go do what I do and be with people who I can have deep conversations with. And me feeling fulfilled, having conversations with other people who operate on my frequency and who they also feel fulfilled and like they have the self-love and all that, and we can really combine our two loves and fulfillments and stuff together. And that probably doesn't make sense, but it's like, if you have two people who feel whole and complete and have that self-respect, and you put them in a room, and you can really, like, enjoy each other. It's nice. And now I have lost track of where I'm even going with this video. But if you made it this far, thank you so much. And I mean, I'm happy to hear anybody's opinions. I know a lot of people like to listen and not say anything, and whatever, that's fine. If there's any 4s out there or ISTPs out there that can relate to any of this, or you have any insights or anything like that, I'd love to hear it. Right now, I'm really into listening to Bashar. He's a extraterrestrial. And it's funny because it's like, sometimes he sounds like a 4, like the way he talks about energy. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the videos of him talking. He's very wise, and regardless if you believe he's an extraterrestrial or not, he's still very wise. So yeah. But anyway, I wanted to get that flower that's over there in the background, but you know, there's a road right there and it's very loud, so I just decided no flower. It's a yellow flower, it's pretty. But anyway, yeah. As far as meditating, like, as when you're a young ISTP, it can be really hard to sit still, and like the idea of meditating seems like boring, at least to me it did. But I'm actually really enjoying it, really enjoying my own imagination, because when you make the inner world beautiful, you can add beauty to it and just continue creating beauty on top of beauty on top of beauty. Unless you want chaos, you can add more chaos. I mean, whatever. Limitless. Whatever you want in your world, create that. So yeah. And there's a lot of good that can be done with imagery as well. I had a guided meditation. I found some on YouTube. I'm kind of experimenting with different meditations. And this one, I was holding my heart in my hand, in my imagination, obviously, and it was very heavy. Had a lot of pain, and there was just like gushing blood everywhere, and I'm like, where do I put this pain? What do I do with it? So I'm like, well, I can make something beautiful with it. So I used the wands of my arms and my fingers to paint something beautiful with it in my world. And then I painted like a circle around my face, like a hole. It became like a black hole or like a magic mirror. And then I imagined that I jumped out of my face and I flew up above and I left the old me behind, and the things that I was feeling pain about, I imagined, goodbye, it's okay, and just accepting things as they are and trusting in the universe. And then I continued painting my beautiful world, and that can be healing as well. It can take time and multiple tries of doing that, but I do wake up feeling like lighter and happier and having like gratitude. Don't underestimate the power of your own mind and of imagery, and the stories you tell yourself. All of the words we use, they really do matter, and they really do get in your brain. So if you need something to work on using your words in a productive way, a positive way. All right, bye.